Hi guys, this is Frenchie. I'm seeing you on this setup because my desk is a mess. And I just arrived from my trip to Singapore. So I have passed certification to be a trainer from Blackmagic, but I will have the official answer in few weeks. So cross finger, but normally everything should be fine. So I'm quite happy for this. I prepare you a video on the process soon. Here we are for the Slog3 footages. So all the footage are in my link in the description. The footage that I'm using are from this pool of footage that I put for free for you. So you can take them and do my tutorial at the same time. I think it's useful to do it at the same time if you are unsure about this log, and also if you are beginning. We have this footage that I'm taking that we just shot to look like the Joker. So what we're gonna do for this footage is we're gonna see how to process it, and at the same time we're gonna do a Joker look because the cinematography already introduced this look. So also my advice on looks, do looks that are where the cinematography is introducing it, not the contrary. Don't impose a look on an image that is not lit for this. This one has a good cinematography for the Joker look, so we're gonna do that. Also, we're gonna process our image in two different ways. So the first way I'm gonna do is actually the YRGB color manage from Blackmagic, from DaVinci Resolve, sorry. So then it's just DaVinci Resolve interpreting from your metadata your footage. So it's gonna apply the correct mapping. So I'm just gonna go to my color management and go to DaVinci YRGB color manage, and I just want my SDR and my SDR, or maybe my HDR. Just my color processing mode should be in HDR, just for me to have a bit more room when I move my colors around. And my output should be SDR Rec 709 because we are in a YouTube interface. Okay, so I hit save, and because I don't have any metadata, there's no raw for Sony, especially the A7S3. Then I'm just gonna right click and go to input color space, and I'm just gonna be okay, this is a Sony and this is a Sony Gamut 3 Cine Slog3. Okay, so now it's mapped. So we're just gonna do our grade very quickly. I'm just gonna make some real estate here. Okay, just have it a bit bigger. So then as we always do, fed to the source, we're gonna balance. So I'm just gonna do a balance here. So my lift wheel is a bit stuck, so it doesn't work on my micro panel. It's just because I didn't clean it, so I have to clean it after. But I'm gonna raise up my lift, and you're gonna see I just raise up the luminance of my lift. So it's over here. You're gonna see it moving when I'm gonna raise it up, and here we go. Yes. Okay, so this is my lift, and I'm just gonna do some gain over here. So some gain, and just tone down my gamma. I'm just gonna create a node before. It's if you want to have the shortcut is Shift S. So the node before is going to be HDR. Let me see, HDR, and we're just gonna go tone down the light. See the light over here? We tone down. Okay. So this is before, this is after. So it cleans up a bit more light on his face, a bit more reflection. So before, so you see, and after. So it cleans a bit more the image, and I like the roll-off that it creates. And also I find that this image is a bit yellow. You know, instead of like making the image colder, I'm just gonna take my color wrapper and apply it on the skin, just like to have something a bit more natural, like this. So I just like go towards the center of the color wrapper, because it's unsaturating the yellow, and it's making the colors a bit more natural. So if you see, I'm just gonna do before and after. So this is before and this is after. To do before and after, like to enable and disable a node, you just need to do a Command D or Control D. Okay, so this is done. I'm just gonna call it skin, actually, because most of the effects is on the skin. And because we want this Joker look, I'm gonna do a split tone. Normally, like the Joker look is made with a film lot, but I want to keep the tutorial very concise and very easy for especially people that start color grading. So we're just gonna do a really like slight split tone. So split tone, and to do this, you're gonna go to your curves, and you're gonna just pull out the curves. Okay, so when I pull out, I'm just gonna unlink everything and go to my red, create a point, and hold shift just to lock it on the luminance curve. And after, I can go down, and when I go down, you see it removes the reds in the shadows, which I like, because then it makes this very green shadows. I really like green shadows. And so you do the same with the green. So I just like click the same with the green, and did an anchor here. I also locked it like holding shift, and after I just like, you know, slide it somewhere. If you want the full technique, you can check my video about split toning. I think it's interesting as a technique, because this is something that I always use. So, and you do the same with blue. Up, and you just like check what you want, and I think I am fine with that. So we went a long way, just like with just a split tone on the shadows. If you see, so this was before and this is after. It's way cleaner and it feels way more filmic, right? So before and after. So perfect. And now we can finish our grade with vignettes like that. Up, and I'm just gonna go back to curves. So I went super fast, but this node that you create after the parallel, this node, you go to the power windows here, and you're gonna take this circle. When you click this circle, then take everything that is inside the circle. Okay, so for the moment we want like to raise him up, so we're just gonna go to our curve here, and we just like gonna click and go up like that. Not so much actually. And for after, we're gonna create an outside node. So you right click on it and you just go to add node and add outside. And here, like, I'm just gonna take my curve and go down with it. So it takes everything that is outside our selection. So if you see, right, this is before the vignette, and this is after, before and after. So if, for example, we compare the color managed version to the color graded version, we have our skin tones are a bit more respected, and also like we have this filmic look that happen thanks to our speed tone. So I think it's nice to manage like that. Also, what I notice when I grade is like there's actually a lot of noise that is coming out from my Slog. So just like to clean this up, I'm just going to create a node before HDR. So Shift S, and this is going to be a node reduction, a noise reduction, node reduction. My English. and so then like I'm just gonna go to frames. So I put 3 and faster medium, and I just clean up a tiny bit, so it's just gonna blur out the noise. So if you see, so this was before, if you see, like it really happens over here and over here. So this was before, and now this is after. So it's a bit cleaner, and we have something that is presentable. So yeah, this is the grade for this one. And I want to show you the other one, which is this clip. Yeah, it's me. This clip, just like because there's actually like a lot of noise, and we can see how to manage it together, because I think it's a good case. Because most of the time Slog3 are pretty bad in low light, and when you are just like run and gun outside without any light, then it makes a lot of noise at night. So I'm just gonna change my color management just like for you to see the other technique of color management. Still in a Rec 709 space, so I'm just gonna go to my DaVinci WireGB, and I want my output color space to be Rec 709 Gamma 2.4. Okay, so I hit save, and what I'm going to do is going to my effects and type for color space transform. So I'm just going to type it, and I have it here. Okay, I just drag it and put it on my input color space. I'm just gonna type slog sgamut. Sorry, it is input color space is gamut. Always I mix the two of them, you know, like color space and gamma, because I kind of feel like gamma for me it sounds like gamut. So I always like, I think that I'm looking for gamut, but not at all, you know. And so input gamma is gonna be Slog3. Okay, so output color space Rec 709. Okay, and output gamma 2.4. Okay, so we have everything. We can keep the tone mapping to DaVinci. That doesn't really bother me. So this is our CST. So this is our color management. Now we're gonna create our nodes before our CST, just like because it's easier to manipulate the colors before the node. Why? It's just like because everything that is color related will be fed to the source instead of the CST. So node label balance, and I'm going to create a parallel node over here. So if you want to create a parallel node, is option P. Yeah, option P. Huh? I'm doubting. Wait, Option P, yeah, option P, Alt P for PCs. And so balance, putain, okay. Balance, I'm just gonna go to my leaf, so keep an eye on this because I didn't clean my wheel. And I'm just like gonna reset my node because I was selecting this one. I want it on this one. Let's go. Just keep an eye on this lift, and I'm just gonna go up. Cool. Okay, I like it. I can see everything now. And I don't know, like maybe a tiny bit gain, but actually I think I will let it like this because it's already like pretty noisy. Gamma, I'm just gonna go down a tiny bit to have a tiny contrast. Okay, so now like we just do our HDR. Let's see if we can clean up anything. And I think like just a tiny less light is good. So if you see, that was before, this is after, so it's less harsh on the skin. And we're just gonna do the skin, yeah, the skin, but it's already pretty nice. I just feel like maybe, yes, a bit less saturation, so it's just gonna be the same as what we've done for the Joker look. We're just gonna go down, just go towards the center with like your spectrum, and go a bit towards the green like that. Okay, so I'm good with this. So this is before, this is after, so it's a bit more clean. There's like less red going on. And what we can do to finish this look actually is just like to have the sky a bit more cyan. I don't know, I really like cyan look. So I'm just gonna take my sky over here, that like, so when I just like go on my color wrappers tell me like which spectrum it is. So it's somewhere here and somewhere here, so I'm just gonna go somewhere and make it a bit more greenish. Okay, I'm fine with that. Wait, I like it. And so before doing any vignette, I'm just gonna do the noise reduction. So I create a node before my HDR and I just link it with my skin and label it NR. Okay. Noise reduction is, I feel for me it's better to be in front, just like because it's easier to take from the info. So because there's a lot of noise, I'm just gonna put my frames to 5 and take my luma and chroma and just slide it. So you're gonna see like, yes, it's gonna soften everything. So I want to soften but not lose too much. So over here, so this was before and this is after. It cleans up a lot, but it doesn't clean these breaks over here. But I think like what we are doing is actually pretty nice. So if you see, if we go a bit more, yes, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So we can keep this, but the problem is like for me then, like I find the face now a bit softer and maybe too soft. So I'm just gonna go to my blur radius here. So before my CST and after my parallel, I'm just gonna go to this blur radius and take the blur radius here and go down to 0.47. If you want to make everything sharper, I recommend to always stay around 0.50 to 0.45 because otherwise it's really overkill. Like if I go really down, it's too much. It looks like a it looks like the HDR filter from Apple. So I'm just gonna put 0.47, which is nice. It makes a great image like that. And so now that like we cleaned everything, we can finish our look. So I'm just gonna label that sharp, sharp, and create a node after, so Option S or Alt S, and label the vignette, Ving. I'm gonna be Vig. And we go to our power window. We just like create a window around this character, which is Frenchie. And I'm just gonna see, okay, I like it like that. And click my curve, go up a tiny bit, and add a node outside, and we're just gonna click and go down. So it's like super cinematic. So this was our color manage mapping, and after this is our grade. So if you can see, like we removed a lot of noise, and also like we try to create something that is believable for the skin and the colors. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So if, for example, you do some noise reduction, and I think you will have to do it for S-Log footage, just like be mindful of the noise. I mean, like this tool, just like because you can have like really funky results if you go super far, because everything is becoming blurry. So yeah, if for example you push the gun a bit too much and you're too blurry, either you tone it down, but if you tone it down, it reintroduces too much noise, then like I advise to put a sharp node after your parallel node, and yeah, it should do the trick. So I hope it helped. Just like don't hesitate to always train with this footage that I put you in the Google Drive. So the link is in the description. Just like yeah, practice, and yeah, I hope you're gonna come out with great grades. If for example you use my footage and you want to post it on your Instagram, tag me. My Instagram name is Frenchie_CT. Yeah, follow me, and yeah, let's connect. Okay, see you guys. I see you next time.